Namaskar everyone. Today I'll be talking about mental well-being. Why mental well-being? Because it has never been more important. Amidst the fear of this pandemic, the anxiety of this pandemic, and now the new fatigue of this pandemic, it becomes even more essential to boost our mental health, to boost our mental well-being. And when we talk about mental well being, when we talk about staying positive, staying happy, all these qualities are based on one single virtue. And what is that? That is self love. If you rely too much on others for your happiness, if you seek happiness from others, many a times you'll be disappointed. But if you learn the quality of self love, you can never be disappointed. If you learn how to love yourself, you can never let yourself feel down. You can never be harsh on yourself. And if you shower love on yourself, you will be seriously exuding love around you. You will be spreading love around you. Some people equate self love with self obsession or being self centric, but that is not true. Self love is all about loving yourself and giving love to everyone around you. And today I'll be sharing with you my own experience. So, 10 years back, I did not know a single thing about self love, a single damn thing. But over the years, I have developed this, I have learned with it, I've grown with it. And now I feel so much more happier and so much more confident. It is a beautiful concept and we all should learn it. Self love does not come instantly to you, it is not something which sticks with you. It is something which you have to do daily, it is something which you have to be consistent on, which you have to be persistent on. Only then you can acquire the quality of self love. And today I'll be talking about mental health in the line of three trending terms. And already those terms. You already know those terms. These are number one, mental sanitization, then distancing, and quarantine. So let's go ahead with it. One thing that we all should remember that we have to be our own happiness. So be your own happiness, and let's start with today's blog with my own experience. So first comes mental sanitization. Now mental sanitization simply means kicking out all the negative thoughts and inviting all the positive thoughts. Now that's easier said than done, isn't it? So what I do in those times, we all have that painful and dark phases in our lives, and in those times our motto should be to divert our mind from that particular negative situation. In those times our vision, it tends to become tubular. We the bigger picture of our life, which has so many beautiful people, so many positive aspects, it all gets blurred, and we tend to focus only on the negative situation. you know and उस टाइम पर what exactly I do, मैं उस टाइम पर over the years I have developed a very good habit of reading books. I have a collection of really motivating and encouraging books. मैं वो पढ़ती हूँ, and I really suggest you all to develop this habit. It not only boosts you mentally but also improves your overall personality. It is a very good habit that we all should have. You should at least read one book in a month, one good book. It really nourishes your mind. So our focus should be to divert our mind from that situation. Then if I don't feel like reading books, I try to watch movies, I try to watch something else or do something productive. The aim should be just to keep our mind away from that situation. We should, as the saying goes, that our mind is a beautiful servant but a very dangerous master. So we should never let circumstances pressurize us. We should never fall prey to our own circumstances. This is what I meant actually. So this is something that I do when I'm feeling low, when I'm feeling distressed. That is mental sanitization, and you will seriously thank your future self if you develop this habit. Next comes distancing. Distancing means kicking out all the negative backstabbers, hypocrites from your life. And I'm saying this intensely because this is exactly what I do. Personally, I'm a very real and raw person, and I cannot even fake a hello. So, if I come to know the true colors of someone, I just trash such people in the bin because that is the best place for them to be. I block all the channels of communication, and that is actually for my own mental sake. I'm a very expressive person. I'm emotionally very expressive, whether it's my anger, whether my love. I've always been very expressive. And if you are if you are introvert, then please kindly distance yourself. If you're not expressive enough, if you cannot vent out, you know, your anger for those shitty people in your life, you should just quietly distance yourself from them. This is like the best possible thing you can do for yourself. In this, the bitter universal fact of today's world is that people are more interested in celebrating your failures than your success. People are more interested in showcasing their fake goodness on social media rather than being compassionate and kind towards one another in real life. And if you really get to see, uh, if you know someone uh, who is a negative, who is exuding negativity around you, who is giving you negative vibes, just distance yourself from that person. The idea is to save yourself from all those shitty bad people. This world is a big bad world, and we should know how to survive in it. It's an era of the survival of the fittest. Well, it has always been like this. So this was about distancing. Number 3, quarantine. In COVID-19 quarantine, we have to isolate ourselves from the world. It's a barrier. What we do in our mental quarantine, when you start loving yourself, you start enjoying your own company and company of others. It just becomes a choice and not a necessity. I know people who just love going out to movies on their own, who go to shopping on their own. वो तो मैं भी चली जाती हूँ, I shop myself for myself. Or whenever I feel low, I just go out for a cup of coffee. If I'm not going out, I just make tea for myself. It's like one of my favorite drinks, tea, with elaichi, adrak and long. I just love having tea, reading a book. And quarantine also means surrounding yourself with beautiful people. Abhi beautiful log kaun hai? They are your parents, your spouse, your siblings, जो हमेशा आपको मोटिवेट करते हैं, हमेशा आपको आगे बढ़ने को कहते हैं. They always want you to rise in your life. They always want you to go ahead in your life. So they are these people. Surround yourself with them. और जो बेकार घटिया people who will never let you rise in life, just kick them, seriously. That is like the best thing you can do for yourself. So this was all about mental well-being. Mental health falls into a spectrum which consists of anxiety, stress, and in severe cases depression. मैं उन लोगों से कहना चाहती हूँ जो डिप्रेशन में हैं, that please seek professionals help. Please seek help of a psychiatrist. This is the best advice that I will give to those people. और अगर आप ऐसे किसी को जानते हैं, आपके close ones को, so please advise them to seek professional help. Nothing but only that will work, and that is the best advice you can give them. क्योंकि अब उस टाइम पर when you are depressed, किसी से बात कर किसी से कुछ भी करके it will not help. Ultimately, you will need proper counseling and proper treatment for that. And life is very beautiful if you start loving yourself. It is the most important part of viewing life differently. And as I said, be your own happiness. You are beautiful, you are unique, and you can never let yourself feel low. Keep loving yourself every day. Take care. Bye bye.